For my horsemanship video, I'm going to be showing you what I do from a day-to-day basis and what I think good horsemanship is all about. Before I even touch my horse, I want to be reading what his body language is and what kind of a mood he's in. This is my 15-year-old American Quarter Horse Gelding Apollo. He is steel brown and is 16 speed hand tie. Grooming is a big part of horsemanship because I want to make sure he's not sore anywhere and he doesn't have any bites or bruises on his body. Before I groom, I want to make sure I go over his whole body and make sure he's not sore anywhere. I want to make sure I can touch him anywhere and he's not sore or he doesn't look at me funny or he's not hurt. I'll do the other side later because I want to make sure and really make sure he's okay everywhere and touch him. Next, I want to get all of his dust off and all of his dirt, and so I want to make sure I brush him really well everywhere, and he's okay with that. I also want to make sure and touch him on his face everywhere, because when we first bought him, he was twitched when he was clipped, and that made him really head shy, and he didn't want to be touched on his face anywhere. So I want to make sure I can touch his ears anywhere, and his nose and his mouth without him being angry or upset. When we first bought him, you couldn't touch his ears or his eyes. He would just throw his head and he'd be so upset. But since we worked on this every day, he's gotten really good. I also want to make sure and clean out his feet, because if he has any stones or bruises, it would hurt him really bad for me to ride him. So when I clean out his feet, I want to make sure I run my hand down his hoof and pick up his hoof and hold it really firm. I also want to make sure and pick heel to toe. I like to ground tie him because I feel it's a really good exercise because he can't go anywhere, and I feel like it's a good ground tying exercise and it's pretty safe. Now I'm going to finish grooming him and saddle him up and meet you out in the arena. Next I'm going to be lunging him. I think it's very important for each horse to be lunged before you ride him for different reasons. For Apollo, I like to lunge him just to make sure his saddle can slip back into a good spot, and just to make sure he's loosened up and he's not like hurting anywhere, his saddle's not pinching him anywhere. I'm going to be lunging him each way, and in between each direction I'll tighten the saddle a little bit more so I'm not just tightening it like one big time. When I bridle my horse, I want to make sure and do it slowly and carefully so I don't knock any of his teeth. I want to make it a very positive experience. He's very bridle shy, so I just got to make sure he's very patient, and I just got to make sure I do it at the right time. I want to be careful when I'm putting all the straps on, and I want to make sure it fits them very well and everything's even. When I get on, I want to make sure and get on him quickly, but also very carefully. I don't want to hurt his back in any way. When I get on, I want to make sure he stands still. When you get on, you should make sure he doesn't walk off right away or anything. Now I also want to bend him and make sure he's all loosened up and ready for me to ride. I'm going to make sure and bend him each way and make sure he's listening to me.
How much every pattern he uses.